Hey, excuse me, how's it going? I was just wondering, are you a dad by any chance?
I am indeed, yes. How do you know?
Just taking a punt.
Right,
I was
okay.
like,
Got dad vibes.
yeah, dad
Yeah,
vibes.
Okay. Yeah, so I've got a little 7-month-year-old daughter, Mariella. Been a wild ride, for sure. It's been, since she's come along, it's like my whole life has had to really adapt to a lot of what she's brought to me. The good, the bad, the ugly, and everything. So yeah.
Were you always wanting to be a dad? Was that something, or did it sort of just dawn on you a bit more suddenly?
I think, yeah, probably less expected than or quicker than we thought it would happen. So it definitely threw a lot of what life had in store for me out the window, and just had to readapt. It was like such a quick adaptation, essentially.
Are you sleepless nights? What are you in the thick of it right now?
Yeah. Definitely on the sleepless nights now. Mum's gone back to work as well, so we're kind of like taking it in turns essentially to do the late nights, and she's still very used to mum essentially. So dad still feels like kind of stranger vibes to her. She knows me very well, but as soon as it's bedtime, it's like, this is time for me and mummy. What are you doing here, daddy? So trying to retrain her and kind of like seeing daddy as the comfort person for bedtime. So you have to go through that phase of chaos first. Yeah, right now I'm like Robin and mum is Batman, and I'm just the sidekick that just kind of works it out.
The sidekick that does the nappies and brings all the essentials.
We're finding like little bath times and stuff like that as our moment, which she's really enjoying. But yeah, I think it's just that bedtime mode where she's a little bit...
Like dad mode, are you like strapping on for naps, or are you doing the pram? What's been your mode of choice?
She only naps when she's front ways, so you have to put her facing outwards, walk around. She's like, oh my god, what the hell, there's dogs, oh, this is crazy. And then she's like, so much stimulation, goes to sleep. So when she goes to sleep, that's when my chance to sit on a bench, meditate, just do whatever I need to recharge. Because by the time I take her back and take her out, she's back up again. So yeah, trying to find myself, finding that peace while she's asleep.
I love that. I learned Vedic meditation myself. Is there a specific form that you learned meditation?
It's funny you say it, exactly the same. Vedic meditation is what I do, yeah. It's a nice 20 minutes, really easy, and yeah, it's been a godsend for me. Yeah, it's been that kind of like little rest bite in between. I always think of it like if you're holding a glass of water or your flask for too long, and then suddenly it feels light and it just builds up pressure over time. I feel like that meditation side for me is like just putting that down for a bit, shaking the arm off and then picking it back up. I can go again. So that's been really, really useful for me for sure.
How have you found that helping in your life journey so far, and then suddenly stepping into parenthood, it's a whole other...
Yeah, do you know what it feels like? I feel like I was a boxer in a gym, and I only ever was punching bags before. Now I'm in the ring with a fighter. So I've actually got to test it now. So yeah, it's leveled up how I need to do. And I've gone a bit deeper into meditation now for that reason, because what worked for me then maybe is putting a bit of a strain on what was working now, right? So trying to advance the technique a little bit to go a bit deeper.
It's funny like that, like before being a parent, you think like, and not to downplay it, but like all the challenges of life, there's, it's so stressful and so much. And then you're like a parent, you're like, wait a minute, all that was like the easy stuff, like you're saying the boxing thing, and you're like, wow, this is like the real test now.
I know. I wish I could go back to my old self and tell me and be like, dude, you got this. This is easy. Come on. And then now I'm here and I'm like, whoa, I've got to do all of that and this. But I guess it's the same, like even if you have 2 kids, you might have had that, right? 3 kids, and you look back and you go, whoa, 1 was easy. What the hell was we worried about with 1? So I think trying to have that in mind to kind of go back to, there's always something that could be more strenuous and I'll survive that. So just appreciate this now. You're right.
Exactly. I think it's great. It's like you got to add the layers on in time and incrementally and work yourself to that point.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always that part of the process, the journey.
Yeah, for sure.
And tell me, like work professional wise, what do you do? Like,
yeah, so I freelance in the advertising space, which is handy for me. So I can do 3 days, a couple times a week, etc. And then I teach breathwork outside of that.
Hence the meditation, or
Yes.
is that slightly different?
Slightly different to meditation, yeah. So this is a bit more active style. So if meditation isn't quite working, breathwork is a really quick way to kind of reset your nervous system, essentially. Which is why I was just there, actually, teach over there at one playground.
Ah, okay,
Yeah.
That's cool. It's amazing you say breathwork, because for me, raising my kids myself, it's either I'm telling my kids, or I'm telling myself, take a breath. take a breath. Because there's
Yeah,
so
yeah,
many
yeah.
heightened moments as they get older, tantrums, frustrations,
Yes.
things not going right,
Yes.
the meltdowns happen. I'm like, breathing is something we don't realize. It's like it can sort of, I don't know, normalize things, or how would you describe?
Yeah. I think for me, it's just that kind of ability to come back to that conscious moment to reset. I feel like if you find yourself like in that crying moment where everyone's crying, you're like, notice where your breath is in that moment. It's always up here, or even holding it sometimes. I'm like, okay, get the strap on. Oh, change, get her clothes. And it's always holding your breath. It's kind of exhaling out, like, and you just feel it. You're like, why am I carrying this tension? It's like, it's not, this is meant to be a enjoyable occasion. In 50 years, I'm going to look back, or hopefully 50 years, look back at this moment and be like, wow, that was like the best times of my life. And I just spent it up here. So if that for me is what it does, it's that quick little reset.
And then in advertising, what sort of role, like copywriter or like?
Yeah, so more in kind of data technology and planning, essentially of advertising. So that's what I find is interesting is, in the advertising space and in the meditation mindfulness space you were just speaking about, a common word they both use is attention. Attention in advertising is about how much can you get someone else's attention. Meditation mindfulness is what's the attention, how do we get it to go inwards? So it just shows the value of attention that we have. And I find that even with a daughter as well. It's like the attention I give, where is that going? If the more I give to her, the more her little face lights up. As soon as it's on my phone, it's like she just looks at you like, what the hell's that?
Which is hard. We live in this age where that is like technology is how we engage a lot.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a conscious choice or that effort of like how much are we bringing into our lives without parenting. I mean, on that note, your baby girl's young, but when you say attention and stuff and the skill sets from your work, what else do you see unfolding for how you're going to approach parenting? Like how you feel, you want to raise her?
Yeah, I think it's trying to let go of any control of what she needs to be or how she needs to be it. And I think I say that as if it's easy. I think that's really tricky to kind of, whatever I think I know is right, letting her find out what right is for her. I think there's not one way to be in this world, and I think just letting her find out what that is. And I think that's going to be harder than I realized. So just coming back to resetting and being like, okay, she's not someone that's quite active, or I'm quite sociable. I think she's going to be quite introverted. She often gets a bit overwhelmed in louder spaces, and that might change, who knows. But just kind of accepting, okay, well, that means I kind of move her back a little bit from certain high stimulation places. So really letting go of my own preferences when she's around to let her be herself, essentially.
Would you be open to showing me your breathwork, sort of teaching a bit more? Would that be something?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, absolutely.
Could I, come check it out? I don't know if you're teaching it in a studio space.
Yeah, I was teaching it just over there. So if you're around Marrickville on a Thursday at 9:45, I'm there. Newtown at 7 p.m. on a Wednesday as well. And Urban Oasis in Surrey Hills on Friday at 9:30. So yeah,
Sweet.
always open for you.
Thank you.